Hello everyone, I'm Squallcasting, bringing you another game featuring Liquid Hero. I lied in the last video. There's actually 3 games of him versus Zerg left, so yeah, we'll do them now. It'll be great. It'll be fun. So once again, we have Liquid Hero. I'll rotate the camera a little bit so you can see the buildings from different angles. And honestly, the buildings look so weird to me when I rotate the camera. I don't know about you, but every time I rotate, they look so odd. Especially the Terran buildings. You rotate, and they're just like completely unrecognizable. Now, his opponent does have a Korean name once again. I ran it through Google Translate, and it came out as Insect. Yeah, I don't know. So, Hero is playing against Insect. I don't know if this is just a swarm of flies, and they all land on a keyboard and a mouse, and they work in unison to play the game. If that is the case, then look out. We will soon have fly overlords because apparently they're now thinking with the hive mind, which is kind of scary. I don't know where that came from. Anyways, so yeah, let's see what happens. Both players playing pretty standard so far. No 10 pool, no proxy gate. Hero looks like he's going to gear up for a pretty typical forge, fast expand, nothing too unexpected. His opponent looks like he wants to hatch first, but nope. He sees that the probe is there, and he just goes, screw it, spawning pool first, hatch first is not going to happen. And instead, this drone is just going to fight valiantly, deal damage, and in general, try to repel that probe. And Hero does throw down a pylon, and then retreat. So Insect will need to get a handful of Zerglings out to clear up that pylon, unless Hero cancels it. I think Hero will probably leave it up, so the forge is on the way. We'll see if Hero wants to make a cannon first or put down the Nexus first. Looks like he wants to do the Nexus first. I don't think that's a huge risk given the run distance, and especially since Insect is going to want to clear that pylon up first. I'd be really... Oh, Hero's going to cannon rush here. That's pretty cool. So we got 4 Zerglings on the way and a Queen. But when they get there, there's going to be a cannon. And that's very irritating. And the Zerg really doesn't want to have to take the third on this map because there's rocks in the way. So it's so hard to defend. And it could be, oh, here we go. A bunch of drones coming down with the Zerglings. So Hero definitely forcing a little bit of a reaction of his opponent. But this cannon's not going to be able to do too much, so it is cancelled. But Hero did force those drones to be pulled, and that was probably more than 43 minerals worth of my time lost. And very nicely just delaying his opponent's expansion by a lot. But Hero is supply blocked now, but that's not really a huge deal. He is working on infrastructure, not even really producing units yet. We'll slow down his probes a tiny bit, but not a huge deal. And okay, so Insect is taking his third right away after all. I guess that does make sense. I mean, that's pretty typical in the metagame right now. Yeah, I'm not sure why I'm surprised by that. That's so typical. I guess I'm like, oh, but there's rocks in the way. But yeah, I mean, they're going to clear them up eventually anyway. So anyways, Hero's Nexus is on the way. We'll definitely finish quite a ways before these hatcheries. But Insect will be able to power out a lot of drones once those are done. He is producing another Queen here. And then he'll be able to move that down to the natural. We'll probably just build a Queen directly here rather than trying to move it down on the longest journey ever, because Queens are really slow, like that. Except it would take about 3 times longer than that. Anyways, Hero's Cybercore is on the way, making a single Zell just to ensure that Zerglings cannot sneak in. And he will indeed put that on hold position as soon as he remembers. Bunch of drones mainyarding down. Is mainyard actually a word? Like, I always hear that, you know, like, you mainyard your probes over. Is that actually a word in the English language? Not sure. Anyway, so the Queen is producing here, starting to drone up. And both players can tend to just sit back and make lots of units, but Hero is making a Stargate. And he's still just on a single gateway. We'll have to see if he adds on more later. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go up to, say, 3 gate or maybe 4 gate once that warp gate's soon about to finish, and then just powering out a whole bunch of stuff and then having, you know, a Void Ray and some Phoenixes going with it. There is an Overlord here, though, so Hero will not be able to pull off a pylon down there without it being seen. He is moving down 2 Zealots, just to deal some damage, potentially kill some drones. Allows him to scout as well. I mean, it's not unexpected that this is happening. He's not like, what? There's a third base? I never would have thought. But, you know, there are a bunch of Zerglings out, though, so we'll be able to pick off those Zealots. And Hero just trying to tuck his Zealots into a corner and get as many kills as possible before they die. But I think he only got a single Zergling, actually. So, not accomplishing too much with that, but at the very least confirms that the Zerg does have 3 bases. He's not doing some sort of 2-base all-in. I don't even know if a 2-base all-in exists for Zerg. I'm not sure if that's actually a thing. The Hero choosing to reveal the Void Ray immediately and is able to kill an Overlord and does supply block his opponent rather heavily. But, now Insect will be able to respond. We'll see if he decides to get some... Okay, Evil Chamber was already on the way. In all likelihood, that was just to get upgrades for his units rather than, like, I need a Spore Caller. I know it because I've seen a Void Ray in the future. And you're not doing too much with this. So, yeah, and instead of surprising an opponent, choosing to just reveal it straight away, get the kill. And we'll be able to clear out the Watchtowers at the very least. So that's kind of cool. Zerglings definitely died of Void Rays, man. And he is getting a Robo behind this, and he has gotten out 1 Phoenix. Does he have 2? He has 3 Phoenixes. So this will allow him to do some lifting. There's a single Spore Caller finished up now, but Hero might be able to zap away that Extractor without the Spore Caller being in range of it. We'll see what he chooses to do. And if the Spore Caller chooses to reposition, that'll probably be when he'll go in, pick up a Queen, try to kill it, and generally be really, really obnoxious. Queen does arrive. Is he going to run forward and try to pick it up? Looks like he wants to. And there we go. Queen picked up. Void Ray is fully charged. That Spore Caller still not in range. He does get the Queen. Looks like he'll be able to get the Extractor as well. There are some Zerglings out here. Not sure why that Sentry's heading out. And yep, he does get the Extractor. Ooh, and he's starting to zap away at the spawning pool now. Insect really needs to make sure that doesn't happen. And another Queen gets caught out in range of the Void Ray and Phoenixes. And another one! Wow! Hero just having a great sense of how far the range of those Spore Callers is. Gets another Queen, so 3 Queens for the price of some hit points on a Phoenix. And a Void Ray. Very nicely done. Looks like there was a Zergling run by at this third that is constructing, but Hero is in a position to defend it. Doesn't have upgrades on those Zealots yet, so they are taking 3 hits to kill Zerglings rather than 2. And these Zerglings are dealing a lot of damage. Those Zealots are all about to die as they're getting really low, but a few do prevail, and their shields will regenerate eventually. A bunch more Zerglings coming up, but they do decide to pull back. So both players doing a little bit of attacking and defending. Wow, Insect has lost a lot more stuff than Hero. That's actually a little bit scary. Very nice. Hero moving forward, picking off some drones. Always a good thing to do because, well, Zerg kind of needs a lot of drones. It's what they do, man. So Hero continuing to reinforce units here. Has so many sentries. Wow. A whole bunch of Zerglings there. Two are gonna try to scoot up to the main, but that's not gonna happen. And they do run away. Phoenixes continuing to cruise around, picking up things and killing them, and generally being really annoying. And very nice. This Observer moves forward and will allow Hero to pick off creep tumors. That's very cool to see. And I really like that. This is like the Protoss equivalent of a Terran moving forward and scanning and killing a whole bunch of creep tumors. At least that's sort of what it feels like. Except it's with air units. Yeah, no. Oh wow, there are some infestors out now. But amazingly they don't get a fungal down the Void Ray. They definitely could if they were in range. But they do not. And Hero is going to pull back now. But, yeah, I really like what the build Hero's done here. It allowed him to pick off a lot of Queens. His opponent had to make, you know, 2 Spore Callers there, a Spore Caller there, and 1 there. 2 there. So that's 5 drones that aren't drones. And that really slows down the Zerg economy quite a lot. You know, Zerg always wants to keep as many drones mining as possible. And every one that they have to, you know, make into a building is, you know, a whole bunch of mining that just doesn't happen. So, oh, this base might get denied. Hero's trying to get it with that Void Ray. There are That's so many queens. Oh, wow. And the infestor's coming forward. Run, hero. Hero. Run. But, oh, yep, that's going to die. But that Void Ray has done a lot of damage. Definitely justified its existence. And I think the Phoenixes, yep, they're still out on the map, so they'll still be able to swoop in and pick up a few things in future battles. We'll probably try to get the infestors. But looks like Insect might want to attack here. Our hero does have some Templar out. He's getting Storm. He did just build a Warp Prism. So it looks like he'll want to do some more Warp Prism harass, which is always fantastic. Ooh, loading a Sentry. Could be he wants to go, unload here, force field the ramp, and then just kill everything in the base. Hero is known for doing that, so that's what this looks like to me. So I'm definitely going to keep an eye on that Warp Prism. Other developments we have. Okay, that's just an observer, so Hero knows that the 4th is on the way. Insect is breaking down those rocks, so he has easier movement and access. And oh, a whole bunch of... Wow. Holy Overlord Bank. If they were a Terra in this game and you could nuke that spot, the Zerg would be supply blocked for basically forever. So, all the Phoenixes do fall. Looks like there's just a single Corruptor left. Did Insect see that Warp Prism? Ooh, I don't know if he did. He knows about it now. And here we go. Hero about to unload all of those units. Oh no, he doesn't unload in time! He is not going to be able to force field that ramp. And oh no, the Corruptors do pick off the Warp Prism. Hero with a little blunder having his Warp Prism seen. Insect responding in time and avoiding being killed. Yeah. So Hero has a pretty beefy force here. Doesn't have charge or anything like that, but does have 2 attack and 1 armor now. That will help out a lot against the Zerglings. But the Zerglings do have 2 armor, so the Zealots still need 3 attacks to kill them. So both players essentially equal on the upgrades. Just in different places. Yeah. But Hero looks like he wants to push a whole bunch of Zerglings here ready for a run by. This base is pretty decently walled off. There's a Templar there ready to storm. Oh, is Hero going to storm? Hero, storm. Oh, yeah, getting a whole bunch of Zerglings before dying. He validates his existence. But this base, very exposed, definitely going to, well, not die, but at the very least force out a whole bunch of Zealots. Ooh, nice fungals going down, pinning down a lot of those Zealots. Feedback's going down, the Infectors killing a whole bunch. There are Spine Claws there to greet them. And Hero does decide to pull back. Hopefully he gets charged soon, because he has a lot of Zealots. I would love to see him get charged. But, ooh, Mothership on the way. And I think I've seen this out of Hero before, where he will get a Mothership. And that's because Insect is getting Broodlord. So, good thing Hero's getting Mothership. But what he will do is, rather than doing an Archon toilet, he'll do the Vortex. He'll get as many Infestors and Broodlords in there as possible. He won't send anything in. But then when it pops out, he throws down Storms. And it's basically, it's less all-in than an Archon toilet, if that makes sense. Because with an Archon toilet, you have to commit everything in. You know, you really can't hold back. With that method, you can kind of sit back a little bit more, you know, and if it doesn't work out, you can still retreat. It's not like your army is totally mixed up with their army. But huge Zergling run by coming down here. Hero is responding with his forces. Looks like we got a big drop here. Wow, that's so much stuff. Hero must have ferried or done an enormous warp-in. And there we go, the classic Hero force field on the ramp. And this base is under siege. And I don't know what Insect can do about this. I mean, he's leaving a force field, he's leaving a sentry there. Hopefully he keeps the sentry there. This base is under siege, but Hero definitely has enough to clean up. Some storms going down, cleaning out so many Zerglings. And but here come the Broodlords. They're going to try to save things. Very nice, picking up the sentry into the Warp Prism. And what did he get? Did he get the Greater Spire? Yes, he did, because Insect is now building 2 spires. So that will slow down Broodlord production by quite a bit. But here, unfortunately, he's going to lose all of his Stalkers here. But I would say that was worth it. He got the Greater Spire. Might get it. Nope. Doesn't get any Broodlords. This one got rather low. But Hero wasn't quite paying attention. Didn't blink under as quickly as he could have. But Hero does have his 4th secured now. So he is even on bases with his Zerg opponent. Which is always a really good position to be in as a Protoss. So looks like Insect wants to get a little bit aggressive here and moving a whole bunch of stuff forward. And that's a pretty decent number of Broodlords. Does he have any upgrades? No, he does not. I wonder if the Greater Spire was researching something when it died. Looks like Hero does have charge now, as I saw that Zealot sprint for about half a foot to body check and murder a Zergling. Oh man, that feels like some football linebacker like tackling someone from a foot away, and then like while he's tackling him, like stabbing him with a broadsword. Or maybe not a broadsword. I guess the zealot blades aren't really like enormous swords. They're more like short swords. They're attached to their wrists, which is so cool. Oh man, I nerded out over zealots a lot when I was a young gun because they're really cool units. Here we're gonna scoot in on here, and I'm not really gonna get too much done. I'm gonna kill some spine crawlers, but you know, Insect doesn't care. Those spine crawlers are there to buy time and die. That's what they do. Does get another one, just barely. But looks like we got another drop here. A whole bunch of zealots coming forward. Hero's trying to kill the hive. I don't think he'll go. Oh, but there's a force field. Hero might get the hive. Yes, he will. Insect is not going to arrive in time. He does already have the Greater Fire on the way, though. So, yeah, the Greatest Fire is on the way. So, Hero didn't manage to kill that in time to prevent the Greatest Fire from going up. So, Insect will be able to continue to build Broodlords very shortly. Hero is pushing forward now. And it looks like he is going for the Archon turret because he has a lot of Archons now. So, oh no, Hero! Oh, okay. He wanted to get the Vortex down. That's why he did that. I was wondering, Hero, why are you leaving your mothership totally exposed? It does die. But what all went in there? I'm not even sure. I didn't see it go down. Oh, wow, that's a lot of stuff, actually. And the Archons are ripping apart everything, but some Neuroparasites going down on the Archons. Nicely played. Or at least I think I saw Neuroparasites. I am certain I saw Neuroparasites. It could be my eyes deceiving me, though. But I feel like Hero didn't get as much done with that Archon toilet as he wanted. And he's going to have to rebuild his mothership now because he lost it. And there's still a decent number of Broodlords out to lay siege to this base. And Hero looks like he's going to try to get up there. There's a whole bunch of Zerglings and Infestors now to support that army. And Infestor Ling Broodlord, it's so terrifying. Because if you've got ground-based anti-air, and you're like, okay, I'll run up to the Broodlords and kill them. You get fungled in place. What are you going to do? And then all the Zerglings swarm in and kill you. Hero is building another mothership. Where is it coming out? There it is. Hopefully he's chrono boosting it. Oh, wow, he's not. His chrono boost is getting rather high, actually. Guess it's just a little bit too much going on. Looks like we have another drop down here. But Insect already pulling all of his units, and he's got the Zerglings to respond. And wow, Insect just kind of laying siege, so to speak, by moving all these spine crawlers up here. This is pretty cool, because this allows him to push forward with the Broodlords. And then if he's having troubles, he just falls back, and there's all these spine crawlers to help him. Hero is going to try to go clean these out a little bit, but I don't know how I feel about that. Good Storm going down, singeing a lot of those Zerglings. They do die or fall back. And Hero definitely wants to get this base re-expanded, but I don't know if he's going to be able to. He wants to take this base here, but that's not going to happen. There's a burrowed Zergling there. But there's a whole bunch of Zealots now, and with these Photon Cannons, now that burrowed Zergling is definitely going to die. And it does explode in a cloud of blood. But here we go, Insect moving forward, and he has quite a few Infestors, several at full energy. So whenever there's a big engagement, he's going to be able to do so many fungos, and oh wow, those Zealots died so fast because there were a lot of spine crawlers there. And all those Zealots getting cleaned up as well. I feel like Hero keeps trying these Zealot run-bys, but like, well, why are you throwing Zealots into this? I don't know that's going to accomplish anything. Another run-by going down here. Hero trying to respond, but there are so many Infestors there. But looks like Insect doesn't want to fully engage. I think Hero will be able to say, oh no, he's not. He's going to have to cancel. There we go. But restarting it instantly, he really needs to get that mining. And looks like he doesn't want to try to take that base. I guess I can understand that because it's going to be so vulnerable to Broodlords. Looks like Hero might want to push in here again. Now that he has a... oh, not his entire army, just some blank stalkers. His units are kind of spread out. Okay, the mothership is out again. It is accumulating energy. It'll have a vortex very, very soon. Oh dear, all these stalkers getting caught out of position. They are fungal, so they cannot blink away. And Hero loses those kind of for free. And Insect playing very, very well. He is up by like 70 supply. And Hero's definitely struggling. And I feel like Insect's great Infestor retention is really the thing that's making Hero so scared to engage in on him, because he knows that if he attacks, he's going to get fungled forever. But here we go. Hero wants to go again. Throws down some force fields that do nothing. And both players just continue to kind of posture and not really willing to engage into each other. Hero does have a decent number of Archons. So if he can land a really good Vortex, he could kill this entire army. But, oh, Fungal goes down on the Archons, and they're going to die. And that's a lot of resources lost. And wow, look at that. Hero has lost so many more resources than his opponent. You never want to be in that position as a Protoss going against a Zerg. You just don't want that to happen. Hero's still trying some harass. He's got a Warp Prism, a Speed Warp Prism no less, with some Archons. And he's just trying to find some Zerglings to kill, I guess. Oh, and he's going to Warp in. He wants to kill that Greater Spire again. Oh, Warp Prism goes down and had 2 High Templar in it. And that Greater Spire is definitely going to stay up. Hero does deal a lot of damage to it. Wow, fully upgraded Zealots are crazy, man. And Insect expanding here, and Insect definitely in control of this game. A bunch of Changelings cruising around to just see what's up. That's a lot of Changelings, man. But Insect, like, he's doing the strategy that Protossers hate, where basically he bunkers down, he turtles, he gets a trillion Spine Crawlers, and then he just waits. And every time Hero thinks about engaging, he gets fungled, and there's the Neuroparasite. Oh yeah, Archons, you may be transcendent beings, but you can still be taken control of by a little tentacle going into your incorporeal brain. I think I said the word right that time. That's good. All those Changelings get roasted. But here we go. Insect looked like he's finally going to engage, and he certainly has a lot of Broodlords. He did bait out that Vortex earlier. It did nothing, and it looks like the Mothership has gone down since. And wow, so many Neuroparasites, and Hero is forced to GG out of the game. Very well played by Insect. So yeah, thank you guys for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please tune in to the next game featuring Hero, which will be against someone. Wow, that was a horrible outro. Oh my goodness. Let me try that again. Thank you for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please check out the next one.